gauntlets, maybe in esports history. But nonetheless, we're going into game number 1 here, Kyna versus Sandstorm on Demon Island.
And it's a redemption bracket match, perhaps the strongest in history versus the strongest of today. Can Kyna continue on this no-hitter, or will Sandstorm prove that these gods can bleed?
And Kyna already starting off big here with the hammer, yet to be hit really as the Cider comes in, the weapon toss as well, and almost getting the 0 to KO there. Fortunately, can't capitalize there. The downlight into down there didn't find its connection, but still a good spot for Kyna. Sandstorm getting the Cider there. Another Cider connects, going for the GC downlight in an attempt to catch Kyna, jumping back to the stage. Hasn't really found any reads to work out though, but finds the inaction. But there, a great bait from Kyna. He didn't dodge after getting hit by the sidelight. He waited to dodge through for the follow-up, and then gets the reversal down air to find that KO.
Okay, Kyna with some good momentum, keeping this going right here. Chase dodge comes through. Not too much after that. Sandstorm just desperately fishing for anything right now. Boots come through with the big signature. Not going to find too much more after that. Dash hopping around, finally finds the hit. Active input with the switch shot and getting the side switch off the right side as well. Can he get the edge guard? No, gravity cancel. D-Light will not connect though. Sandstorm can't get it, and Kyna a bit more momentum now under his wings.
Nice pickup there, but unfortunately not enough to KO. Sandstorm scouring out and finds the landing coverage with that recovery to close out that stock as Kyna loses his first, but still on his second. A clean one at that. Axe in hand, looking to create this juggle state we were talking about in the Godly set so well, and already starting off great down like Nair as well. Sandstorm, though, fighting through that juggle, getting some footing on the ground, and really running away with it. We need to see these boots come online, though. We need to see
I've seen this movie before, PJ.
Oh
Look at this from Kyna. You gotta be kidding me right now. Can't close the book on that one. A dodge comes through to barely scrape out with this stock. Sandstorm has to fight on arm for just a moment, but it don't even matter. Downlight from Kyna comes through, will not find the KO, but this is just an easy N-Light to find the stock easily now.
Going for this N-Light or the downlight, anything for Kyna here on the Axe, and dashes forward, catches Sandstorm ever so slightly, landing on the stage for a second, Kyna knowing the rhythm, knowing the timing. Now Sandstorm falling to his last stock already in this first game. The down air comes in there, GC sidelight, can't find its connection. Sandstorm with a big pickup there on the gauntlets, going for the side stick, trying to read a dodge in place, didn't find it there. The Cider sends off stage though, as Kyna in a pretty bad spot on Demon Island, very short wall, but Sandstorm has to be careful because in a moment, Kyna can flip it, no extension on the edge guard, but still forcing Sandstorm to respect him just that much more.
Yeah, trying to read high angles right here, and like you said in the previous set versus Godly, Sandstorm will find it off of that gravity cancel right there, but it's going to be a tough pill to swallow for Sandstorm because these juggle states from Kyna have just been so dominant.
Yeah, and an Axe getting cycled here for Kyna. The N-Light comes in, catching Sandstorm, dashing around in the right side of the stage. Sandstorm flipping the recovery around to catch Kyna a little bit more damage. No JV for sure. Down like Nair. Goes for the Nair as well, trying to catch Sandstorm, jumping away or dodging up.
Okay.
Put up there, but
Kyna just get off me? Okay.
Big Taro sig, not enough to KO. Coast to coast, goes for the downlight. Hits the downlight, but doesn't get the recovery afterward. That would have been the end of the game. Sandstorm with another lease at life, but the N-Light extinguishes the fire as Kyna takes game number 1 with the hammer N-Light.
Got dicey for a second, but Kyna forging ahead, still undefeated in this redemption bracket so far. Of course, if anyone could do it, it's the go to Brawlhalla, and he got close, but not in that first game.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of shades of what we saw in the Godly set as well. Almost identical, really, as Kyna's just able to take over a game so quickly.
We are not seeing a legend swap quite yet for Sandstorm. I don't know if we'll get one, period. Teska is still the legend of choice right now.
Sitting down there from Sandstorm, getting a pickup. Sidelight to usher Kyna off stage, but Kyna is just so confident, and Sandstorm is reading a lot of vertical options.
What a wait!
Fighting the wall.
Okay, just for a little bit more damage right there. Sandstorm just in Kyna's head in terms of finding these dodge patterns. Still pushing off the left side right now. Can he get a full stock for it? Kyna re-equips though after the weapon toss. Dodges through, Sandstorm gets the recovery. It's exhausted, but not enough to get the KO.
Sandstorm went for a big call out there, trying to catch Kyna, dashing in the corner, can't find it there. They're down there. Connects and
once again.
Great switch up there, like you were saying, side stick into center stage after getting hit by the down air. It didn't fully connect the hitbox, and knowing that Kyna was going to use that time where he thought Sandstorm was still in end lag to go back to center stage. Really crafty stuff from Sandstorm. And what we like to see, but a ground pound connects.
But just like that, though!
Tap it in, GC downlight, ground pound unarmed. Kyna is too quick with it. You can't give him a moment to breathe, because as soon as he does, he'll take the breath from you.
He's not even giving us a moment to sing the praises of Sandstorm on that first stock. He said, yo, watch this combo real quick. Kyna once again in the juggle state right now. Sandstorm just cannot touch the ground for at least a moment. Now he gets a little action started with these boots once again on the left side. Catches out of the sky. Does he go for the high angle? He calls it out. There it is. Gravity cancel doesn't connect though. The edge guard forges onward. Sandstorm cannot be stopped right now, and he knew Kyna had nothing left. What a wonderful stock.
Not going for anything too crazy except that GC downlight. Just saying, you know what, I'm going to keep burning Kyna's resources, continuously hitting him off stage. And you see there, no flashing, no fireworks, just hitting him until he couldn't make it back on his own.
There it is again, watch the jump!
Sandstorm! That's a triple side air as Kyna has sweat beads, doesn't punish the side air back to center stage, but Sandstorm is covering Kyna's landing so well. The attempts to recover high have not been working well for Kyna. We got to go low here. Sandstorm fighting in the corner, Kyna going for the big reversal. Didn't find it there, it's back to center stage.
Waiting once again. These boots were made for walking, but they're also made for breaking ankles sometimes too. And taking some stocks as well. Kyna with a little bit of momentum right here. Does he go for ground pound? Not going to get too much after that. GC into what looked like a side light, I believe. Comes through, does not connect. Big swing comes out from Kyna as well. Covers with the weapon toss, tries to get a hit so Sandstorm can chase dodge up. And some signs of life coming back for Kyna.
If you're Sandstorm here, you have to lock in this game. We've seen what Kyna can do, especially with Taros. This damage is really nothing, less than 100. Light works for a legend like Taros as we start off the jungle there. The downlight tries to go for the nair, didn't find it there. Getting sent off stage. Downlight into down air, not enough to KO outright, but sets up a perfect spot for another downlight down air. And Sandstorm takes a game with the battle boots. We haven't seen a lot of the gauntlets, but the battle boots just enough to be able to pick apart these Kyna recoveries on the axe.
And just like that, if anyone were to show some cracks in the armor, of course it is going to be Sandstorm. Kyna dropping his first game of the redemption bracket so far to the go to Brawlhalla. But does he have enough gas in the tank to take a best-of-5 set over the best player in South America and possibly the current best player in the world?
Sandstorm has been making incredible callouts on these battle boots. A lot of times Kyna is getting sent high, and Sandstorm is reading all of these options. We saw on the right side of the stage in that last stock, Sandstorm was able to find a triple sider, calls out one jump, calls out another jump, calls out a dodge up and a jump just by jumping forward and getting these siders. When you go high in the sky versus Sandstorm, he's going to call you out. I want to see Kyna kind of leaning into the low recovery, but a lot of that comes down to if Kyna can find comfortability on this hammer.
Yes.
You're safer to go low on hammer. On axe, it's a death sentence.
100% agree. I think you also mentioned the side signatures from Sandstorm towards center stage as well. I feel like Sandstorm as a player, if he can start getting these reads correct one after another, that is all the momentum he needs to take this across the finish line. But once again, I mean, Kyna is here for a reason as well. Let's see what happens here in this game 3.
Yeah, I was talking about finding comfortability in the hammer once again, and kind of showing that here. Downlight into siders and Sandstorm away. No recovery from Sandstorm, fighting back with the downlight.
Again, doesn't even need it, cuts it off early.
Is that enough? No, it's not. He didn't go for the tap in there with the GC downlight. Instead, we just see him grab some gauntlets. Kyna with the jungle going for the sider. They're trying to catch Sandstorm haphazardly landing back onto the stage. The nair sends away once again. Kyna with the juggles holds true here. First time no Demon Island in quite a while as well. That soft platform hasn't been helping Sandstorm, and that down air will potentially
got it off the wall.
GC sidelight into the stage is not enough. Kyna gets back, has the axe in hand, the weapon advantage still to Kyna, but Kyna.
No punish though on the landing. Kyna was sweat beating. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. He still gets the first strike right here. But yeah, I mean, that was such a dicey position.
What a crazy scramble, and of course Sandstorm, the king of the scrambles, is going to find that stock there. Battle Boots online, the reason he was able to win this last game. Kyna once again swinging with it's not fruitful. He's not finding anything on this hammer, and the boots are absolutely picking it apart.
Yeah, and I mean, on the right side right there, just to rewind for a moment, you saw, like you said, a little bit safer to recover low when you have the hammer equipped versus the axe right there. Kyna was able to weave around. Still playing on the back, but just sending it with the elbow drop off stage. Weapon toss is enough to cover for just a moment, but Kyna equalizes at 2 apiece.
Sandstorm there, you see the little nod. He realized that ground pound was such an aggressive option, and he knew that it was kind of all or nothing there, but you're up a stock, so why not go for it? Kind of getting the juggles going here. That soft platform is not going to do any favors to Sandstorm as you lose that very crucial option to land with a button when you're above that soft platform. And Light sends away. They're going for the big sig call out on a jump. Kyna didn't give it. A little bit too high. The side air.
It hit off the wall. It hit Kyna off the wall. Sandstorm trying to cover. Kyna going high that time.
Sandstorm knowing the high recovery as well, going for that downlight towards the wall. Really smart stuff.
Nice.
But there, he realizes, hey, you're on Axe. You have no real threat to reversal. I can go for this ground pound. If you recover, I'll react to it anyway. Just covers or jump back to the wall. Sandstorm seemingly just completely knowing how Kyna wants to recover on this Axe.
Sandstorm now taking a bit of a lead. Kyna fishing for the stomp right now, able to get it. Stomps there enough to do it, and just like that, it's as close as can be in game number 3.
Yeah, Sandstorm definitely not happy about that. Stock loss is kind of just able to find that one hit. Axe into the unarmed, a scary spot to be in, and Sandstorm picking up the gauntlets here, which haven't found a lot of success into the Axe. Looking to change that narrative here, though. The downlight sends up. Sandstorm getting a downlight into end light, going for the side air there, trying to cover Kyna, going for a low recovery, or high recovery. Kyna goes low there, though.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been pretty rare we've seen Sandstorm just not weapon toss in some of these positions because he's hard calling out the high jumps from Kyna. That juggle state is lethal, though. We've said it before in some of these other sets from Kyna. Here comes Sandstorm with the boots.
Down air sends Sandstorm in place. The end light sends off stage. Sandstorm holding the wall for dear life. Finds a way back to center. Flips the situation. Sider from Kyna having to go for the high recovery. Sandstorm doesn't risk it, though. Doesn't want to get reversaled by that Axe down air.
With punish, no.
Oh, that's
Kyna
it.
just gets the stock outright. And just like that, the tides have swung back in South America's favor. Kyna set point to continue on his path in this redemption bracket.
I mean, it just came down to those last disadvantaged state situations where Kyna was just able to hold on to that dodge, realizing Sandstorm's covering the high options. We see a downlight not connect, and it's just enough where Kyna gets one more reset life and is able to just bring out so much damage on this Teros. We'll see how Sandstorm adapts here, though. If we go back, we go to Apocalypse, and this is going to be a very important match. Of course, Sandstorm wanting to force this game 5, but man, the implications are major as the Battle Boots come online from Sandstorm, immediately calling out the high recovery once again. That's the one thing that Battle Boots is going to be exceptionally good at doing, is ushering you off stage and then covering those high recoveries.
Let's see if Sandstorm can make this a game 5 scenario right now. Kyna over-aggressive off stage, but somehow makes it back relatively unscathed right now. Gets to patrol the weapon spawn after a bit of a fortunate position as well, but both members equipped right now with boots and axe. Sandstorm off stage. Okay, doesn't want to commit.
Goes for the high side there. Picks up the weapon toss behind Kyna. Kyna able to avoid that side take. That could have been very, very bad. And like sends Sandstorm back to center stage, downlight into Nair. Big juggle here. Sandstorm dodging that side air. Goes for the ground pound. Is Kyna, who gets whip punish big as Sandstorm gets so much damage on these gauntlets. Goes for the downlight. Goes too deep in. Kyna with the get off me sig. It connects. Sandstorm in a terrible spot for the weapon toss. Gives him one more chance here at this stock. A sidelight into recovery. Doesn't find its KO, but a side air. Not quite enough either. Kyna unarmed Sandstorm as well. The side air.
That's nothing left in the tank. You just go for ground pound, but Kyna weaving that one around, tries to do slide off into stomp right there, scooping around for the edge guard position as well, but Kyna, whilst up online, able to just get a Sair outright coast to coast to get that first stock.
We saw Sandstorm reacting to that GC Sig attempt from Kyna to reverse the situation, but Sandstorm just holding a little too close to the stage. Kyna jumping up with that side air, finding that stock. Sandstorm jumping up with the side air of his own, though, to close out that stock. A great weapon starve there on the Battle Boots. Picks up the Battle Boots once again, looking to create this horizontal stage presence we saw in this game, and that game number 2.
A do or die position for Sandstorm right here. We have seen these boots go to work a tremendous number of times in these 3 games alone. Kyna, scary position now. Just a dare. Sandstorm playing around the soft platform right there. Kyna not biting with any of it. How does he just position around? Of course, it's the scoop back to get a full stock. That one is so healthy here for Kyna, and he is looking very poised to take this set.
One of the biggest leads we've seen in this set so far. Sandstorm has his work cut out for him if he wants to force this game 5. Kyna, high recovery, once again getting called out by Sandstorm, but Kyna's been a lot better at avoiding those really long strings for it. Went for the side air there. Sandstorm with the whip punish, sends off stage, but actually puts himself off stage. Kyna dodging immediately on the first beat, getting out of this vortex of Battle Boot hitboxes. Kyna with the axe online, looking for some control in the center stage. But it's so back and forth as Sandstorm able to flip the situation. Another side air, looking for a third here.
Does he cover? Ground pound? Oh, he waits, but Kyna reverses, just gets around it, finds center stage, also equips the hammer as well. There's Stomp Sair. Next one's going to be real close, especially on this left side position right there. Gravity cancel Stomp Sair is enough to do it, and just like that, Kyna closes this one out 3-1.
Sandstorm eliminated from the Royale, denies Kyna of the no-hitter run, but man, Kyna is on fire, looking absolutely poised to continue forward here, only dropping the 1 game in game number 2, but this is a scary form of Kyna, man. He is playing absolutely solid on every weapon. But with that being said,